came into my life without a warning, and you turned my cloudy skies from gray to blue. You're my sunshine that comes up every morning. Yes, you are my every dream come true. And my heart skips a beat when we walk down the street. I feel a trembling in my knees. And just to know you're mine until the end of time makes my heart skip a beat.
That's it, Buckaroo, and My Heart Skips a Beat. On Pioneers of Country, 6-String Stu is explaining he doesn't have a broadcast machine. So, Stu, let me know if this is correct. You can type it in there. So there'll be no Gate City Review tonight at 6 o'clock. Is that correct? Or will there be a Gate City Review? Will you have your computer back by then? That is the question, my young man. We'd like to know that because I'd like to announce it here on Pioneers of Country. So let us know about that. Yes, computers are crazy, gang. If you've been reading the news and all that, next week, I think on the 8th or so, Microsoft is going to stop supporting Windows XP, which was an awesome operating system. Why is the support for Windows XP ceasing? Well, they'll tell you, that things have changed and the internet has become more and more. No Gate City Review tonight, says 6-String Stu. Okay, we'll look forward to you next week, so you can listen to the Grand Ole Opry tonight. Then, so the Opry will get a few more listeners then tonight, I guess. So we're talking about the Windows XP system going. They're going to stop supporting it. It's not going to stop working on the 8th, but they're going to stop supporting it, and they're scaring the living daylights out of everyone, saying that when hackers and all that are going to get in there and tear your system up. And folks, I'm broadcasting right now on a Windows 2000 machine, Windows 2000 Professional machine, and they stopped support of that a long time ago, and we haven't had one hacker here.
Certainly. If at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed.
See what I mean? Hackers don't want anything to do with us. So anyway, so that's what the whole thing is. But I mean, everywhere you turn, they're telling you have to get Windows 7 or Windows 8 or Windows 8.1 or whatever it is. And I just don't see myself upgrading. I wouldn't mind, coming up with the money to upgrade to Windows 7 or Windows 8 on my Windows XP machine upstairs, which broadcasts the Pioneers of Country on Live 365. But the only problem is that all the software, and when Microsoft wrote Windows 7, they could have made it backwards compatible to all these older programs. But what they did, they were smart. They also stopped supporting because of the bit system, and I don't understand a lot of things about this, but all my old programs will not run on Windows 7 or Windows 8. We have the web server thing there, the program that designs the web page. We have our Outlook system, which is Word for Windows and Excel and Outlook. And that's not going to be supported because I have an older version, and I'm happy with it. I don't need to upgrade. I don't need to spend another $200 for Office 2014 or whatever, And then there's the audio editing software, Cool Edit Pro, which won't work under the new system, and that's what I use to filter and make these country music songs sound as best as I can. And that's not going to work. So we're talking a major investment, folks, so we're not going to upgrade. We're going to stick with Windows XP, and if we get hacked, the heck with it. I just say the heck with it, right? Oh, keep on sucking till you do succeed. 6-String Stu, my good friend in there in the chat room. And you're invited to join us in Internet Relay Chat Room, #I Web Radio, via a Star Chat server. Today's Saturday, March 29th, and we're broadcasting live today. Every week we put a couple of new songs on the playlists. We debut some songs that have never been played before. And we may have played the artist, but perhaps this song never was played. When it comes to voices, true country music voices, there's only a very few that have that tear in their voice. When they sing, your eyes just well up with tears and you can feel the pain. You can feel the feeling. George Jones was one of them. Charlie Louvin was another.
You sure have two pretty girls. They look a lot like you. Here's a picture of my boy we made the day he started school. I can't believe you're standing here. It's been a long, long time. You know, just the other day, you were on my mind. I'm glad you found a good man, 'cause you deserve the best. It's good to see you happy. Looks like we've both been blessed. Still, I wish that I could hold you one more time for old time's sake. Wish I could touch the memory that just won't go away. But it's 10 years, 3 kids, 2 loves too late. And I know that just one little touch would be a big mistake. I can't steer the ashes, 'cause I may start a flame. 10 years, 3 kids, 2 loves too late. You are just as pretty now as you were back then. It would be easy for me to fall for you again. My heart keeps saying touch you, but my conscience makes me wait. Just think, I almost had an old dream come true today. But it's 10 years, 3 kids, 2 loves too late. And I know that just one little touch would be a big mistake. I can't steer the ashes, I may start a flame. 10 years, 3 kids, 2 loves too late.
That's Charlie Louvin on Pioneers of Country with me, Dave, and all my Pioneers of Country cheerleaders out there. Thank you very much for tuning in here. Lad and or Daphne are in the chat room. They've joined us in the chat room. I've got some email here. And, Tom Steiner is listening. And hello to Tom Steiner. Tom's back. Any chance we can get one for Mom, says Tom Steiner? Absolutely, Tom. We're going to do that. Very sad to hear you lost your mom back in February, and that's why you haven't been around, and we're glad that you're here today. And certainly our sympathies go out to you. We know what you're going through, or we have a feeling, because we went through that in 2010 when we lost our mom. So once again, we extend our condolences and wish you the very best. And thank you very much for tuning in. Tom Steiner from Montreal. So what are we talking about here today? Oh, there's a lot to talk about, and we'll get into that here in a little bit. I wanted to mention that this is about the time of year. Get your act together, Dave. This is the time of the year when the Country Music Association announces this year's inductees into the Country Music Hall of Fame. Last year, you remember, was around this time, and we did a show. It's still up on our podcast page, pioneersofcountry.com. And we'll be talking about that here as the day goes by. We'll talk about some potential. As of this morning, they have not been announced to my knowledge. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some of the artists who maybe should be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame this year, 2014. So that's coming up here in a little bit, so don't go away. We're talking about folks that can sing and entertain, and they've got that certain quality in their voice, and when they sing, you know their country. And here's a perfect example, and he's still with us today. He's a pioneer, though. He's in the chat room. He's my good friend, Six String Stu. Here he is to sing for you.
There's a little girl in our neighborhood. Her name is Charlotte Johnson, and she's really looking good. I had to go and see her, so I called her on the phone. I walked over to her house, yeah, and this was going on. Her brother was on the sofa, eating chocolate pie. Her mama was in the kitchen, cutting chicken up to fry. Her daddy was in the backyard, rolling up a garden hose. And I was on the porch with Charlotte, feeling love down to my toes. And we were swinging. Yes, we were swinging. The little Charlotte, she's as pretty as angels when they sing. I can't believe I'm out here on her front porch in the swing, just swinging. One more